Alright, folks, what's up, everyone? How are we all keeping? Hope everyone's having a grand old day. We're just waiting now for a couple of players to finish checking in, and then we'll be ready to start with the tournament. We're just waiting on Donut to check in, and Black Flame Paladin. Black Flame Paladin is a new player, so I'm pretty excited to see how they do. We'll hopefully get to watch some of their matches. Ah, dear. Poisson, Kirk, Kampspiel, YouTuber extraordinaire, The Real VZH, Trust, I do trust you, Rust, Bucket. Why have a tourney? We can just listen to Majuli. You bring up a compelling argument, sir. A compelling argument. Set Poison Limit Hamster Spanker. Samurai Kai, hello. I'm excited to be casting with you tomorrow. Jin Toro, Alluvial. Conquer. Nix. Hi. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hello, Heavenly One. We're just waiting for people to get in world and stuff like that, so it's just going to take a minute. I said, feck it, we would start. Who's on the left? It will be you, and Garant then is going to be on the other side. Let me actually just quickly check. Yeah, it is Kampf. I guessed correctly. I'm a genius. But yes, welcome to a world, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a world. We're Seaside today. Okay, let me just make sure the players know we're on Seaside today. Today, there we go. All right. Beacherinia, we're on the beach. We're going to the beach. Look, it's a beach episode. Wow. It's the beach episode we've all been looking forward to. It's crazy. Look at it as we spin. It's going to be epic. We're just waiting on Garant now to get in. Where is Garant? There we go. Finals already. That is a good point. Of all the things I set up and got ready, that was not one of them. And it is... No, it's not semis. What? What have I done? One. There we go. Wowzers. Look at me. I'm professional. I can even get the rounds correct. Although I probably should set up for the best of threes. Wowzers. Because all the pools are going to be best of three, which sucks just a little bit. So I go here, and not best of seven. Dear sweet Jesus would be here all day. That would suck. Yeah, we're just waiting on Garant.
Hey!
Hi. Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Alright. I'm just gonna check in Black Flame Paladin. We're just gonna roll with it. Just gonna, and if he doesn't show up, I'll play his matches. We'll be fine. I don't even have a build set up for it. It'll be grand though. I actually was muted. That is so funny. I love my amazing microphone. I yabbering on to no one. As the jump R1 comes out there, managing to get that hit. Another standing R1 goes for the running attack. Out comes another one. The off axe into the standing R1. The unsheathed. But alas, it's to be rolled out. Recognizing now that he can't tank the mash, we are going to see Kampfspiel reset into this neutral. We do see the daggers coming out though, but they are not going to hit. We do see the Thunderbolt of Lightning, which isn't actually lightning, it's magical. Slightly different, it goes for a running attack there. The unsheathed not to be. However, we are going to see that running attack come through there at the end of it there. Into another unsheathed! But unfortunately that running attack is going to connect, putting Kampfspiel pretty much on death's door here. Is he going to be able to find his way through? Jump R1 comes out there. The panic rollers, I can't blame him, I might be panic rolling too. Twin blades. And the knives are out for that last little bit of a hit as we swap onto that red feather. We do see the tier now gone. Going for that toggle over onto the axe. That standing R1 there, it is not to hit, unfortunately. We do get that Renala's cameo there, getting that extra little bit of damage. Oh, the run attack connects, and that is going to be Garant taking the first stock of this round. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now I do need to get the playbacks and everything sorted. Wowzers. So replay, wowie. Tourney, new tourney, there we go. Nice. Let's take a peek once more. Despite my mutedness, we cracked on with the rest of it. Jump attack over the top there. Kind of a messy one here for Camp once he gets that life disadvantage. It's actually really hard. Those knives, I recall a tournament between Slans and Saucy. I think it was a finals. It might have been an Endicord finals, where Slans just did not know once he was low HP how to approach into that. But eating the Twin Blade Run R2 is probably not the play. But either way, we have both of our players in and ready to go. Kaboom, kabam, kaplowy. Looking at that there, the physics have been drunk. We are going to see some fireballs. Throwing little sandbags at each other here. As you do see that attempt going for that run R2, but unfortunately the Twin Blade just says no. Because that is a lot of damage right off the bat as another trade comes through into that R2. Run attack there, jump over the top, not to be, unfortunately. Look at that damage there. The Twin Blade is being very, very oppressive. As we're also going to see Garant now go over onto that Swaddling Cloth. Both sides on Swaddling Cloth, in fact. Kampfspiel here with a very substantial life disadvantage. Tries to go for that interrupt, but look at even a trade as another run attack comes through. Into another run. As we do see the frickin' laser beams coming out here. Interdasting. Going for the charged R2, I believe, on those daggers. Oh, tried to go for the space, but unfortunately. Bestie, that is going to be a 2-0 sweep in the favor of Garant. A GG's. Nicely done. Nicely done. End of the nerd? You better believe it, darling. What's up, Escafrigid? Yeah, there you go. There's some laser beams. There's your light show. Liam, not second. Sharks with freaking laser beams. Sadly, my gift sub expired. Still was an absolute legend for it, but alas. Next, hello, thank you for the follow, by the way. Not sure if I actually said. When can we get those in tourneys? Ideally soon. Ideally soon. Alright, well, I've taken a chance. And I've logged in Black Flame Paladin. So hopefully he actually shows up. We're still waiting on Kampfspiel versus Garant. Darcy, obviously, versus Donut. That is probably still ongoing. I imagine both Donut and Barebones are probably streaming this. So... Garant, that is 2-0 in the favor of Garant. Nicely done, nicely done. So yeah, we're just waiting to hear back. Let's see. Alright, well, am I playing in this then? Yes, I'm drinking beer. Well, go follow Barebones if you want to watch his fights. There we go. There you go. Go give Bear a follow if you haven't already. Lovely boy. I'm streaming. Look at my t-shirt. I think you should. I think that's a great idea, personally. Look at my t-shirt, Enda. Oh no. What have you done? Ripper. Alright, well, it looks like Black Flame didn't actually show up. Do I actually play in this bracket? Forfeit. Yes. Alright, now how the hell is this going to work? If he comes back in, we can do those matches. Let me take a look at you, Bear. Let's see what this man has laid bare. I'm on the edge of my fucking seat, dude. Dude. Where are you? You're hiding. Bear Bones Boyan. What the fuck are you looking at? Fake Irish, man. Fake Irish! Disgusting! Disgusting! Hi, guys. I'm Irish. My grandfather was an O'Houlihan clan member. So true, bestie. So true, bestie. Imagine not showing up to a bracket. I know. That's outrageous. We'll see. Hopefully the tournament goes on pretty much as expected. I'm expecting... I don't have very many hopes, dreams, or aspirations here. But we'll see what happens. Let me see. How are we fixed for the rest of the bracket? It does seem... So we have a bye round. Silver versus Pancake is up 2-0. Conquer versus Two Phones, being Barebones with 2-1. I can't believe that Barebones would lose like this. This is outrageous. This is terrible. And we're just waiting on the Darcy Donut match to finish up. Magnificent dog. You know I love you. I repost him and he spams parry on wake up. That's fucking funny. This is why parry is legal in my tourneys. I'm sad I didn't see it. I'm actually heartbroken. I am OTBH. Goated rule set? You better fucking believe it. Now, if I've done the mathematics correctly, and challenge isn't stupid, the other guy is going to not be playing in the rest of the bracket because we're down to a 10-player bracket. If that doesn't happen, I will be deeply upset and we'll move to Start GG next week. How stupid is challenge? That is the question here, folks. Still waiting on the Darcy versus Donut match to finish. Have I been pinged anywhere? The answer is no. That's crazy. That's crazy. Darcy. This is the one downside to the Swiss format. Who will GRU be tonight? Oh, I have been mentioned. That's crazy. Who has mentioned me? Is your refrigerator running? Nope. Why? Is there a weird sound going on, Barebones? Or am I just cool as fuck? Unless it's picking the wrong... Now you have me paranoid. Jesus. No, everything's fine. That's crazy. If the bracket is fucked up, then we'll just crack on. Alright, we got the next round. Okay, cool. So, we have a few different people we can pick. Let's go Kiwasao versus Liam. Alright, let me just mark at the players. So... Cool, show matches. Neat. Alright. Neat. Cool. Kusao. Nito Dorito versus Liam. Now the latency is going to be definitely something. Cool. There we go. And now we're getting ready for the next round. Kiwisao. Kiwi. The Kiwi BB. Neat. Did I actually spell it incorrectly? Yeah, there we go. We got it. We fixed it. Goob afternoon. God afternoon. I agree. Good God in heaven above is right. I am in wholehearted agreement. Yeah, just waiting for the players now to get in, and then we're good to go. So, let me actually do a quick thing here as I'm waiting. What is the poise damage on Twin Blades? Let me just find that real quick. Also, if you're ever looking for a really useful tool, and that goes to the YouTube people as well, I guess it'll be saved in the chat forever. This is an incredibly useful tool. An incredibly useful one. It's a nice little spreadsheet of all of the different shit that exists. Where is it? Where's Twin Blade? It just gives the poise damage and other bits and pieces of pretty much everything in the game. It's incredibly useful. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Kiwiasao versus Liam. Neat. Okay. I can't actually find it. Resources for the Hall of Fame? Yeah, well, it's linked permanently in my Discord for a reason, because it's incredibly freaking useful. Alright. Looks like it's going to be a piss mirror. Or at least it will be to start off. Both sides are going for the Sword of Light, which I've been on the receiving end of. This thing hits like a truck. And we're going to see that toggle over onto Codeds on the side of Liam, who is going to hit for nuclear damage. But it'll remain to be seen whether or not we'll see some adaptation from Kiwasao. 10 faith in the difference here. There's 30 end there on the side of Liam. Kiwasao is rocking at 41. Interesting. Alright, cool. I'm excited to see what this is going to be like. Let's take a gander then, shall we? And ladies and gentlemen, on a 3, 2, 1, allay! We are going to see the physics right off the bat. As we are going to see it. Looking at that there, we're going to see some very good aggression here from the side of Liam, who is going to land that really tasty hit right off the bat here. Goes for another jump here, as we are going to see the Erd Steel on the side of Kiwasao. Interesting choice here to go for the Erd Steel. Both sides are buffed up to the 9s, as we are going to see that dagger come through here. Good pre-space out there from the side of Kiwasao. Goes for a jump R2 there just to try and guarantee that break. Erdsteel, we might actually see some poise cycling here. The downside is that on this latency, he might not actually be able to get those hits. However, we are going to see those R2s onto the Wacky now, not the Erdsteel. Oh, unfortunately caught just out of distance there, as we are going to see some stutter steps coming out. Goes for that rollout now once more. Jump R2 comes out over the top there as the L1s ring out across the arena. Now it is still the Erdsteel as he goes for that second bit of a hit. Liam takes a lot of damage in that exchange here. We try and get that roll catch there, but it might not be likely here. This is looking to be around 200 ping, which is going to be dangerous for the Erdsteel player because he can't really afford to trade, and he has to deal with that really nasty priority from the side of Kuwasao. But Kuwasao can still leverage very, very high damage, as we are going to see the Sword of Light buff comes through. Oh, he tried to go for the BS! Oh. If that BS had landed, that would have been absolutely devastating. But alas, 'twas not to be. Alas, 'twas not to be. Unfork bestie. You hate to see it, but yeah. Tough match. Once Liam was able to get that HP lead, just the difference in damage and just having that guaranteed priority, not having to poise chip or anything beforehand, it's pretty nice. But yeah, a pretty rough one. Yeah, I'm still shocked that backstab didn't go through. That's wild to me. But yeah, always a risk of those trades. And it can pan out to be quite messy. As we are going to go out. Bolt is out. Players rearing to go. As we do see the Sword of Light buffs coming out from both of our players. Swapping over onto that Erdsteel pretty early. Look at that there. That's the risk. Although it seems like he's going over to Wacky. Wacky off Erdsteel is definitely a decent one. Did it not update? That's wild. Here we go. A bit of a half hit comes through there, as we are going to see those R2s come through. But look at that. The jump there from Hitstun is definitely going to be really catch him. Tried to go for the bit of negative space in there. Was pretty cautious about the risk of a mash here. As we are going to see now the Godskin Swaddling Cloth do its vicious work. Kuwasao here with a very substantial life disadvantage here. That jump there is going to cost Kuwasao pretty wildly here, as those L1s are going to ring out. Tries to go for that R2, but unfortunately we are going to see those R2s finally managing to get a little bit of that damage. Empty jump there, tries to go for that. Not a bad idea here, as the Bestial Roar comes out. Both sides whiffed there, that's crazy. Jump R2 comes out. Kuwasao resetting. Gonna try and wait out the tier, but unfortunately that late hit is gonna connect. Tries to get that catch there, but unfortunately it's not to be. Kuwasao is getting that health back into the Sword of Light. But unfortunately, Liam manages to take it. Messing up probably in menus. Unfork bestie. Owie, and that is going to be Liam taking it in a 3-0 sweep. Nicely done. I actually don't know as a general rule how Erd or Wacky really does into airs, to be honest with you. It's not something that I've necessarily fought into all that much. But that's going to be a 2-0 in the favor of Liam. We have Bare Bones taking a 2-0 versus Darcy. Pancake versus Kampfspiel is ongoing. Likewise, Silver versus Gerant. And then Conquer versus Donut. And of course, Donut would win against Darcy in a 2-0 sweep in that last one. Can jump but not out of Hitstun, if I recall correctly. It's just not a setup I've labbed into jumps, to be honest with you, Bear. It's not something that I've really tested or seen. Because I know as a halberd player, every time someone jumps, I cry a little bit inside. It's tragic. It's actually heartbreaking. As we do have Silver taking a 2-1 versus Garant. As we wait. And again, if we haven't pinned the challenge, which we have done now. I need to unpin at the end of the stream. Yes, please. There we go. Yeah, looking at it here, I think Cubasau, if what we'll do at the end of the tournament is we can do that match again so you actually fought against someone, because you're actually at a disadvantage now, I think. Just hit and roll the jump. It's a dagger, just hit and roll the jump. Well, there's that, but I'm just talking about that particular interaction if they do elect to go for it. But if it's well, I was talking about Earthsteel in particular as well, where you actually get caught in an animation. I just didn't know if it anti-aired or not. Just waiting now on the Conquer versus OG Donut. That is currently what we're waiting on. And is that match ongoing? Let us see. Let us see. Is the wonderful Donut alive right now? No, he's not. He's not actually alive. That's interesting. Curious he didn't elect to do it. Now, I was looking at the Run R1. 40 plus... Okay. The two-hand Run R1-1. R1-1 will break, pretty much guaranteed, but it can still half hit. So yeah, Twin Blade is actually substantially buffed here. 87.5 of the Run R1. Pretty substantial, actually. Holy shit. Why we have the two EU saviors fight each other so early? Just because it happened. That's how it fell out that way. I don't control the bracket for once the match starts. I wonder what made them go power... Well, they didn't power stance the dagger because it was Earthsteel in the offhand and Wacky in the main hand. He was switching between the two. What's up, Uza? It's because Wakazashi is counted hilariously enough. Why not two hand? Is it Aura 125? Yeah, all of my tournaments are at 125. All of my tournaments are 125 for the foreseeable anyway. We might do a test on 164 at some point. But I've played on both. The only reason I go 164 is if I host on PlayStation. That's pretty much the only reason I go 164. I think it's actually necessary there. But tier 125 is fine. No bubble soon. No, bubble stays. You can literally wait out the bubble every match and I'll be happy as a pig in shit. 164, I see the idea behind it, I just don't agree with it. And that's fine. I find myself bored to tears in that rule set. But I'm not playing at the level of Brawn and Space where pretty much every match is guaranteed to be... Where pretty much every match is guaranteed to be like 3 minutes or longer. But then again, I came from Dark Souls 3. So, I'm a little bit brain broken. Just a smidge. Alright, we have Ping. Fortnite, you're very funny. Alright, fight. Nice. And... I'm getting this ready now. Yeah, we're still waiting the Conquer Donut match unless my challenge is bricked. Banished Knight Halberd is so boring to watch. Well, I guess that explains why you haven't been here then. I don't understand how matches can last 3 minutes outside the arena when the rule set allows such a high TTK. Well, because player behavior changes. Bam, bubble, I pull up a missile. It's tempting, but round 3? What? Has it bugged? Why is there... Oh, there we go. Okay, it was calculating. Interesting. Who do I want to watch? Who do we guarantee gets... So we can kill two birds with one stone. So it's going to be Conquer... Conquer... At Pancake. That's who we'll be watching. Conquer and Silver, actually. There we go. Alright, let me go and organize this. Silver, Conquer. No, it is Conquer, isn't it? Yeah, Conquer. There we go. Let's get that in there. Silver. And can I spell Conquer first try? Am I a genius? I did it. I'm so pro. Alright, you're the original missile abuser. What did she do? Your call stock is very submissive, thanks. I do try. Name is missing. Why does it do that? What? There we go. Huh? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm bamboozled, chat. So it's gonna be... Silver. No, Silver. There we go. You get to see all of my mistakes, by the way. Poop tier change? No, I understand what they're going for. Saucy. And I'd never begrudge anyone, like, making a rule set change, because they actually, you know what they did? They experimented. And they found that that's what the player base wanted. It's crazy. And you know what? That is perfectly fine. I am okay with that. I just argued that I'd sooner myself be personally entertained. Hey! Not that it's very relevant to our micro community, but either way, we do have both players in, folks. And looking at it here, we have Silver rocking the thrusting sword versus Conquer, who's going to be rocking that S-Stock off Smith script dagger. Interesting. Why was Liam using Claw Talisman? Well, you can guarantee it. That's a curiosity. Okay. Alright. 50 Faith. Seems Faith is eating good today. Silver's on that 62 strength. The new versus the old. But either way... Alright! Ladies and gents, we have both of our players in. As Braun is deeply upset. Let's crack on. 3, 2, 1, go! As both players are going to have a little bit of a sip. Looking at this here, we do see it. That Smith script there to keep up pressure. Does it break in one? And Turtle Poke. Interesting, as they are going to see a little bit of a press in there. But that is going to be the Frost proc coming out here, as we imagine we're swapping back over to Strength. Because of the no DLC grease ban. Curious. We are seeing Silver here struggling just a little bit, as we are going to see that bit of a mash into the shield, which is definitely not working. Into a standing R1. Here goes for that running attack there, because it guarantees the break. Turtle Poke is on the menu. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the shield talisman is not permitted in this tournament. So we are looking at Conquer here using this pretty much without anything. As we do see that attempt to parry there, but we do see the kickflip there just to try and get that catch. We do see that extra buff to try and guarantee that extra little bit of damage. Keep in mind, this is one of the very few conditional rules as well I have in my rule set, is that one-handed thrusting sword is permitted, as we are going to see that mash out there. Silver's caught unawares as the parry comes through! But alas, it's not to be, as that is going to be conquering that first stock. Nicely done. GG's. GG's. That is something I didn't actually consider, is that people were actually going to go for one-handed stock in the main hand. So we actually have a slight buff of shield setups as well with the turtle poke. Especially with how silly the matchup matrix is on shields. That's actually not a bad idea. And obviously the parry doesn't go through there. But yeah, Silver's struggling here. He's trying to figure out what to do. But we'll see if there was a change. I imagine Kick has well and truly been equipped. But either way, we do have Bolt out. Interesting. And there we go. Keep in mind, though, people are saying that there's some answers to the shield poke. This is true. However, this is going to be quite high lat. Not to say that the French are laggards. Oh, the jump R2 into the riposte. No full armor, though. We are deducting points for no full armor. And getting that interrupt there on the standing R1 press. We didn't actually see the guard counter comes out here from the side of Silver, which is a curiosity. Oh, the kick to follow up just in case. That was a decent read. Into the run R2. Silver has gotten his mojo back, as we're seeing some really nice stuff here. As we are seeing that swap over. With the parry allowed here, both sides have to be pretty careful. Into the shield poke, but it's not going to matter as the press is interrupted. This is going to be a 1-1. Oh my lord, what an interesting... I will say, this is kind of interesting. Just because I didn't expect the shield poke, the turtle poke to come out. You hate to see it, truly. Interesting, interesting. Some really nice movements here from the side of Silver, though. I will say that. Silver definitely got his mojo back in that second one. And there we have it. That's all she wrote for that round. As we are on match point, folks. First to two for our pools match. Silver 1, Conquer 1. Let's crack on. Allez! As we are going to see the Rot Pot. Hefty Rot Pot to start us out. Just to get the little bit of caution on the side of Conquer. Jump R2 comes out over the top there, but Conquer is playing a little bit more cautiously as those daggers just keep whizzing on by. Silver thinks he must be Neo from the Matrix. The Beast Claw into a trade, though. That's rough. As we do now see Silver going for that running attack there to get the interrupt there. Can still tank it. I'd have to actually see with the projectile how much poise damage that projectile does. Into a run attack. Into the kick! Into a standing R1! Another running attack there to follow up, but not quite there. Goes for that running attack again. Into the backswing. Bang! Swing. And there we have it. What a curious match. That is interesting. Very, very interesting. For a whole lot of reasons. Turtle Poke guaranteeing the break there is quite cool. But on top of that, some really nice counterplay comes out there from the side of Silver. Trying to keep everyone honest. We are on round 4, by the way, folks. And we have some decisions to make. I want to see some Gugs. I guarantee she's going to be using it. I would be shocked if she wasn't. So let's get Pancake versus Darcy. Oh, wrong one. Rip it. Click, 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 clack, click, 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 clack. Shield Poke ban as a Wairu wasn't even me. Alright. Pancake is up. I had the absolute pleasure of fighting both of these nerds yesterday, and they beat me up for a little bit. It was rather fun. So I'm excited to see whether or not they'll stay with their regular cooks. I think the Shield Poke ban is definitely honest to goodness. 1 second, I have to message someone something very important. There we go. Nito Dorito. As we were probably sick to death of watching that. Anti-ZZZZ rule. I don't mind if you've significantly nerfed shields that most other setups can deal with them. I'm okay with that. And they're not used very often because most of the player base... If every other duel was... Because I already have Great Shield Tally banned on my rule set. So... And it seems to work well enough. We'll see as we transition over to... As we transition over to... Oh, they want a fist bump. The fist bumpers! So wholesome. Alright, let's take a look at the builds. Make it buckler only or something? You just ban all the shields then. Is the perfect excuse? Yeah. But that's one of the reasons why I have restrictions on it. But I generally like to have a better representation of the game. As like a general rule for my rule sets. For better and worse. But either way, let's look at the builds. We are going to see Pancake rocking that Dex build. With yet another Smith script off dag. So there must be some low... So the poised chip must be just enough to guarantee a break or just shy of it. And Darcy, of course, is going to be rocking the Gugs. Gugs, Hyper Armor in general, is kind of... With how Bull Goats interacts with Hyper Armor and stuff like that, it's kind of... It's a little bit nerfed, maybe? But the off-tag and stuff like that is still super strong. And especially those Beast Claws of the Danes. Poison Smith script, probably trying to get the proc. Especially given the latency between the two players. Probably. As there is someone still stuck in my world. That is curious. Alright, let me fix that real quick. So who are the players? Who is in... Who's who? Give me a moment, folks. So it's 2 and 3. Okie dokie. Remind me to change that. There we go. Alright. Alright, cool beans. We have both of our players. It is going to be Pancake versus Darcy. Pancake in blue. Darcy, the lady in red. Ladies and gents. On a 3. On a 2. On a 1. Allez! The bolt is out. Physics have been drunk. We are going to see... Oh! Sword of Night. As we are going to see that CR1 coming out there from the side of Darcy. Goes to that runner too. It is going to connect. Phantom of the Arena coming through here as Darcy is going to go for that swap into The off Danes doing some absolutely serious work here, as we are going to see Darcy go for that run R2 again. But lightning, sadly, will not strike twice. Actually, it strikes 1,000,000 times or some shit. I have no clue. But that is going to be the tier gone now for Pancake, as Darcy goes for those grabs. But unfortunately, the backstab grab is going to catch her here as she goes for those turnarounds. Very good free aims here from the side of Darcy, who's going to be caught just on the edge. Resetting into neutral there, as we are going to see Darcy going for that bit of aggression, the off kick there, just to try and nip any bit of aggression we might be seeing in the bud, as Darcy's going ham, go for that aggression, but alas, it is not to be, as Darcy's going to go for that attempt to trade. Jump attack comes out over the top here, but that off stock is going to be absolutely brutal into that offhand Smith script. And clipping his heels, taking it in a 1-0 thus far. Darcy, queen of the chain, in a 1-0. Voices. Pancake. Pancakes with love, I'll have you know. What an epic username. But yeah, it's weird that that kick didn't trade. Some Elden Ring, for whatever reason, hurts my brain to a fairly substantial degree, and I don't quite know why. There's a couple of bits and pieces that always confuse me about it, because I feel like those Danes definitely should have traded on this latency, but alas, 'twas not to be, so kind of curious. But either way, we have both of our players in and ready to go. Ladies and gents, on a 3, on a 2, on a 1, as we continue on with our beach episode. As Pancakes is going to go for the flash, same with Darcy. We do see the poison mist as Darcy tries to use the tech that has worked so well against her to her advantage, but alas, it's not to be. Goes to that run attack there, it is not going to happen. Goes to that CR1, it is not going to hit though, but into a standing R1 to get that trade, as Darcy immediately toggles over trying to get it. But that is going to be the funny katana made of darkness and sorrow and woe. Getting that little bit of a hit there. It's really edgy. Many's an OC has used a katana that looks just like that, I'm sure of it. As we do see that attempt to trade there, but alas, 'twas not to be. Offhands and Elden Ring being funky, as per usual, as Darcy's put into that one-person blender. And the run R2 to get the hit. GG's. Nicely done. That was a little bit of a change of pace there from the side of Pancake. Definitely leading us in quite nicely into this final stock. GG's. GG's. It cannot be blocked. That is a good point. Which actually gives katanas a decent answer. The shadow patch to change the hitboxes. True! On baby Jesus. But yeah, that was rough there in that last one. Good toggles over there from the side of Pancake as well. And that run R2 just catch him. You hate to see it, but this is match point, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1. And on a 3, on a 2, and a 1. Allez! The bolt out. Physics drunk. Players drunk with power. Who is going to take it? Will Guggs be so pro as to win once more? Or will we see that beautiful adaptation we saw last time from Pancake ring true? Into that nice free aim there, but the off stock doing its wicked work there with that super low recovery. It is going to clip Darcy there, and that true combo going ham. Into a standing R1 trying to get that free aim. Alas, not to be, but Pancake's going to be clipped into a CR1, into the off Danes. Unfortunately, the Guggs button was pressed, allowing Pancake to escape with love. As we do see that nice block there coming through into that nice free aim, but Darcy answers in kind with the second R1. Oh, not getting the trade there. Darcy still having tier is huge. But we're a combo away from having a considerable portion of that health bar put to bed! Speak of the devil in it shall appear. As that is going to be a nice CR1 as we do see the spin to win coming out from Darcy trying to force a roll. And force a roll she does, but not where she wanted it. As that run R2 comes out, setting up there for that little bit of pressure as the side of Pancake, as that is going to be the dagger getting the hit. Into the trade! 1 HP and a dream! Into the toggled off dag. And that is going to be Darcy's scout. Scouting out the victory ahead of us all. The Queen of the Chain takes the W. Very, very nice interactions there from the side of both, I have to say. Very, very nice stuff. GG's to both. As that's going to be 1-2 in the favour of Darcy. No, that was a really nice match, lads. That last one was gorgeous. I understand the latency's pretty rough, but like, still, yeah, you both put on one hell of a show. Oh, 1 HP in a dream, though. I swear to God, if you'd actually won it. The Dugs, I'm calling it the Dugs from now on, Liam. I'm stealing that. You better fucking believe it. Alright, let's have a look here, see who have we not had on. I should probably look at the standings before we crack on with the next round. Silver's not dropped a stock. So far in the standings, it's Silver, Liam, Barebones, and then Kuesao. Kiwi from SAO. Then it's Conquer, Darcy, Garant, Pancake, Donut, Kampfspiel, and, unfortunately, the person who didn't make it, alas. No donut matches? We haven't had a donut match so far. I'm trying to see if there's anyone we haven't had on yet that's on. Because we've already had Kuesao. Let's go Kampfspiel versus Donut, I reckon. Yeah, Kampfspiel versus Donut. Donut. At Donut. At Kampfspiel. There we go. At Fight Night. Start round. Alright, cool beans. So it is going to be Donut versus Camp. Epic. There we go. Good enough. Alright. Misery chord. The Missy chord. So true, bestie. So true. Alright, and I do need to change that. Make sure that everyone is out of my world. By the time people get in. That should be good. Alright, epic. Nice. An hour in and the pools are nearly done. Let's see if we are seeing anyone. Oh, and I'll be just in time to before the pub closes as well. Or the off license. Nice. Epic. Alright, matches are getting underway. We're just waiting for 2 of our players. Wait. Are they? Alrighty then. Oh, we do have one of our players in so far. Interesting. Oh, why is that not working? Who's actually in world right now? Do. It's going to be donut on the left. Neat. And now we're just waiting on Kampfspiel to get in world. Oh, I realize now I could just check it that way. I get the dab donut. Yeah, it should be a good one. Camp is fun to... Do I actually have a link to his YouTube? I probably should. He's on Twitch. Does he live stream these on Twitch? No, he doesn't. I think he's coming from Street Fighter, though. Yeah, I spied his YouTube fairly recently. There we go. Oh, we got the players in. Nice. Here. He's been posting these tourneys, so go check him out. He's been reposting some of these bits and pieces, and it's nice, super nice to help people out who do restream or share these events. But either way, let's take a look at the builds. Well, I would look at the builds if I had the genius. So we are going to see Donut rocking that Owakazashi, which is epic. On the High Faith as well, which is kind of interesting. Going up against Kampfspiels. Beautiful Nagakiba off axe. So it should be kind of interesting. What's up, Shu? Possibly. We'll see now in a minute as we're getting ready to get this match on the road. There we go. Alright, we're all set up. Right, on a 3, 2, 1. Donut is in blue. Voices, Kampfspiel, who is in red. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lamau? Are we going to see some slings? We do. We're seeing true Elden Ring. As you do see that off axe coming through. Then not off axe, off wacky. A main wacky. What am I on about? Oh dear. Sorry, that's throwing me for a loop as we are going to see Donut go for those R2s. Into another one. Going for that nice little bit of an unsheath. As we do see, whatever the hell that's called. Helix? But it did a Zeus axe! Into the standing R1, the off axe there comes through. Into the unsheath! Wait. Is Plasty legal on my rule set? I forgot. Bro! Let's see. Oh no. He threw that one. I don't think it is. Plata Dusax's Rune. I think it says here it's banned. Yeah, if we go into spells, Plata Dusax's Rune is banned on Endaset. Well, that is definitely around for Kampfspiel. Let me just make sure he's read that. At OG Donut. There we go. Alright. Cool beans. Either way. Let's get the play back in. And then we are ready to go. On a 3, 2, 1. LA. And there we go. The explosions. The funny particle effects. Into that R2 that comes out there. Kampf going for that jumping attack, but it's not going to hit, unfortunately. Jump R2 comes out. Good rollout comes out there as well. But look at that, the Wakazashi just goes ham. Into that serious amount of damage, and then that's going to be sling. As the R2s come out. Oh, but look at the wacky just going ham. Into the sling to get the catch at the end there. we should have just enough time there to go for it. Into that R2. Into the standing R1 to finish us out. Donut takes the stock. 1-1. Mage gameplay. Holy moly. Holy moly. 1-1. Nice to see a page every now and again when I'm not on the receiving end of it. I'll give it that much. How much, okay, chat. How much is the poise damage for each particle of sling? Isn't it like 5 poise damage? I forget. Is it 5 or 10? I've forgotten, because I used to remember this, although they've probably fucking changed it. That would help him, Kiwi. Also, Sasso, you can just not watch it. You do realize that, bestie. Or run your own events. Either way, we have both of our players in. And 3, 2, 1. Allez! The bolt is out. As we are going to see the Wakizashi just going ham there with the Catch Flame Sling doing its evilness. Is it 50? That's funny. That's very funny. As Kampfspiel is taking a lot of damage there, but that trade in with the Wakizashi there doing some serious work. Kampfspiel, though, trained in the art of running the fuck away from the shenanigans, as we are going to see much more leveraging now of the katana, as that is going to be the Sacred Blade here. Jump R2 comes off there once more as the R2s. Donut electing to roll away into, I think it's called Helix. And there we go. We are going to see those nice little helixes there continuing to get some serious damage in. Good rollout comes out now on the side of Donut. In it comes. Jump R2 comes out there, but look at that! Interrupting the unsheath into a trade! Donut taking the W here. Tries to go for the frame trap, but alas, it's not to be. Is that Helix going to land? It did not land. And the sling comes out 75 into a good night and a good luck. And that is going to be OG Donut taking it. Despite already using a banned spell. One of like 2. He comes in. That's going to be Donut taking the W. Very nicely done. Nice to see people who don't usually play Mage pick it up and see what they can do with it. So good to stop Sling. The score reporting is bugged out, I think. Interesting. Let me take a look. Sorry, I'm just about to check up with everything. What was the score, Silver? No, it's, was there a mistake on the score? It's 2-0 versus Camp. And 1-2 versus Liam. Interesting. 1-2. And versus Kampfspiel in the round before, was it? And it's 1-2. It's 2-0 versus Kampfspiel. No worries, I'll fix it. 0. There we go. Alright, I fixed it. Alright, let's see if that adjusts the standings at all. No, that's settings. Let's try standings. Should take a quick peek at the standings so we have a fair idea. Liam currently has all W's. Kubisawa is second. Barebones in third. And Silver in fourth. With 3 wins and 2 losses so far. 2-0 my favourite. Yeah, I kind of guessed the way you talked about it, that it was fine. Let me just double check that I've done that correctly. Silver versus Garant. Man, we were flying through this. Kampfspiel. Silver versus Garant 2-1. Yeah, just make sure you log the scores right, obviously enough. And Silver versus Kampf. Wait, what the hell? 0-2 versus Kampfspiel in your favorite. Submit scores. Okay, so that might change the standings somewhat. Let me just do a double check. Yeah, it's silver. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I fixed it. We're all good. Okay. And now next up, we have Liam versus Kampf, Kibasau versus Darcy, Pancake versus Barebones, Silver versus Donut, and Conquer versus Garant. For this last match of the pools, I reckon we will go... Let me go... Because I like watching Pancake play. And Bear. XD. There we go. And start. Nice. Alright, so it's going to be Pancake again. With love, I will add you. I will know. Versus Bear. Or do we call him? Do you consider yourself as Tourney Seaside locked? It's locked for the pools anyway. I get a little bit more serious about it. I kind of like to swap arenas when I can, when my PC doesn't burst into fucking tears. To put it very simply. Malex, Crystal Lake. Now we'll see. We're sticking to Seaside for this one. I'm upset that Crystal didn't get Crystal Lake is the only real map. Crystal's a really good map. I love Crystal Lake. Alright. I'm just waiting for Pancake and Bear. Wherever the fuck he's gone to. Too big and fake corners. Yeah, well, again, last week I wanted to stick to... I like to swap between the maps just to see what the differences are. Especially when you get to look at matchups and stuff like that. Also, Malox, do you consider yourself a tryhard? Yeah, I consider myself a tryhard to a certain degree. Most of my play I'm just kind of chilling, especially on stream. But I enter tourneys, I do all that kind of stuff, so... That's just just the way I am. In brackets, though, I generally like to play a little bit more seriously, just as a general rule. Still waiting for Bare Bones, wherever he's gotten to. Remember when Seaside would blind you? This is your time to shine with the one-hit break stop. Do you know what the really funny thing is? In the last tournament, Whitnick had forgotten the poise break point for Ostock. So the first two matches he won, I had one-hit break with Ostock. The only stock I took off him was when he switched the poise. It hurts my brain having one hit. I don't know what the fuck happened to me. It's actually fucking hilarious. My neutral just becomes the most sloppy thing imaginable. I just kind of run at people and go, grrr! Oh my god, look at them. They're so cute. They're so cute. Anyway, let's take a look at the builds. 55 decks, I think, on the side of Pancake, which it is. 38 endurance and 58 vigor. Obviously, they're looking at Bare Bones, rocking that 58 as well. 53 strength. And everything else seems pretty ordinary. But let's take a look now, folks, as we have both of our players in for the final round of the pools. Let's go. And ladies and gents, once Bare Bones gets into his actual corner, you dumb fuck, please get in the corner. I mean, sorry, you highly valued member of the community, would you be ever so kind as to get into the right spot? I love you. Platonically. And I will call you Irish. Alright. 3, 2, 1. LA. Pancake in blue. Bare Bones in red. What are his plans here with this off-axe shenanigans? Goes for that running attack there. It's not to be, but unfortunately that backstab grab is going to be tragical. As we now do see, Thunderbolt of Lightning very, very frightening me. As we are going to see just nipping him on the heels there with that one. Electing not to go for the R2. But Bare Bones managing to get the interrupt there. Having to go for some very, very runaways. And there we go. Look at that. The running attack there is going to connect. Bare Bones calling out to shenanigans. Into another running attack. Tries to go for the desync, but alas, it's not to be. Into the Storm Caller. That off-axe is going to go wide, unfortunately. As I crack open an energy drink to keep myself a fucking live. Uh-oh. Standing R1 is going to go wide. Forcing the roll there on Pancake, though, unfortunately. Empty jump there into that CR1. It does not hit, though. Bare Bones trying to go for a little bit of pressure here. That off-axe going ham. As you do see that run attack managed to connect. The Stormcaller comes out again, trying to call out the strafe. Pancake saying, nah fam, I ain't walking into that one again. No sir, your mother. Bare Bones tries to go for the strafing. Calling out these strafes here with some free aims. But that off-stalker is just going to clip him, but not ship him. That running R1 comes out there now once again into good rolls here coming out from the side of Pancake, who is very much on death's door, but alas, Pancake has learned the importance. Oh, that is a lot of damage though. Into that off-axe there going ham. And gonna clip his heels. Keeps trying to strafe on 200 milliseconds. You gotta believe, brother. You gotta believe. Believe in the heart of the cards. BG, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Oh. I mean, every time you miss a strafe, a kitten dies. That is what happens. But either way, we do have both of our players in. Let's crack on. As the bolt is out, the physics have been drunk. But the whip! Lots of keep-outs. Although I think I seen a desync that time, so we might have to ban it, guys. Oh. The Believer! The slow walk out! No! Uh-oh. Oh, this is nasty. This is several degrees of evil. Painful strike, or whatever the hell it's called. Frame 11. Into the perfect block as well. Pancake is pulling out all the stops now. He is not happy. And he calls him out with it! And little spins as well for a laugh. On the side of Bare Bones. Into that standing R1, but alas, the parry was not meant to be. Was not blessed by Michael Saki this fine day to land that one. Into the R2s! Tries to go for it again, alas. NA is full of laggards, so Bare Bones is able to escape. And he would have gotten away with it too. If it had not been for his ISP! Into that off axe there, which is going to be rolled. Into that run R1 going to be rolled as well. But the Stormcaller comes out again. He wants it. As the slow walk comes out again! My good sir, you are at 200 HP. You are in no position to go for that BM. As Donut is getting slowly but surely brought down. As that off axe isn't gonna go wide. But you miss every swing you don't take. As Barebones is now very low into that run R2. Into the whip. Into the parry. But Barebones is a wise man. And wise enough to trust in the latency. Barebones takes the set in a 2-0 sweep. My lord. Beastly behavior. Beastly behavior. Barebones 100 millisecond reaction time avoids parry like a god. My man, you are like Neo from the Matrix. You are my hero. You are the Keanu Reeves of this tournament, Barebones. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. As that is all she wrote for the pools, folks. 2-0 in a sweep. Now all we're waiting for is the Darcy Scout versus Kiwasao. Let me just take a quick look at the standings here as they are. Looking at this, our top four is looking like it's going to be Kiwasao, Liam, Silver, and then Barebones. Oh my word. These have been very enjoyable. Yeah, well that's kind of the thing. It's nice to see the silly shit every now and again. Especially when we do them weekly. Like one of the things I want to do with the weeklies is like occasionally just do weird shit. Like single, like you have to pick 6 setups to use over the course of the tournament. And stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of formats we can play around with. And if there's super popular ones, we can make them like mainstays of the channel. Just experimenting with shit I think is important. I think it's nice to play around with ideas. Keeps it fresh for me as well, especially when I do them weekly. And every now and again I need a break from 2 people wiggling at each other in neutral. So it makes it quite nice. But yeah, that was a nice little pools that we just had there. Group stage, let's take a quick peek at how the bracket has developed. Still Kiwasao versus Darcy is ongoing. When Conquest? What's Conquest exactly? Could you just explain the format to me real quick? Sigma calls. Yeah, we'll do land battles. You pick 5 setups, you have to win with all of them. Interesting. I mean, we could do something like that at some point. Ah, I gotcha. Gosh darn. Creature card games. My beloved. Ah, I see. Yeah, you could do that. I honestly think formats like that are really cool, and I think with Swiss we can probably do them a little bit better. You have to swap after a W. Yeah, gotcha. That's not terrible. On ER and all but the same build, but you can you swap character. I mean, there's ways to do things. Same build within a round. Yeah, that could work. I have a few other bits and pieces I want to play around with. I liked the idea of the single setup tourneys. I thought they were cool. But the problem is it's just everyone's just going to pick the best thing. So there's kind of very little point unless I invited setup mains to like main their setup or whatever. I mean, initially when the turnout was low for these as well, I'd roll up with I'd roll up on my own brackets until it got embarrassing winning them. That's yeah. I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. I'm in Pat Offrack on ban, please. Technically, Offrack is legal in Endiset for the time being. Again, with the higher power level rule set. I'm probably going to tweak Thrusting Sword and Stars to accommodate. Well, definitely Thrusting Sword. I don't think with 125 plus tier that Stars are particularly healthy. Or it encourages people to do weird shit. Not that Thrusting Sword is healthy, I just don't want to get bored of it again. Like, honest to goodness, with everyone who's complaining about rule sets and this, that, and the other, like, there's one hand Pada. Yeah, Pada's just flat banned. I can't be arsed making conditional about that war crime. I'll join one of these when it's rack when it's mostly EU. How are you not bored of TS? Because very few people actually main it. Well, on PC anyway. Alright, have the pools finished? Yes, they have. Alright! Who is in our top 4, ladies and gents? Has challenge just fucked up? So Darcy did take the win versus Kuosao, so let's end the group stage. Oh, Darcy got in! Holy shit! What's the standing? Hang on a second, I have to check something real quick. So, the Buchholz. Buchholz? Because she beat Kuosao. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Damn. It got her 1 week and now it didn't get her this week, so GG's. That win against Kuosao actually got her into the finals. That's fucking epic. Okay, nice that we have Darcy in. It's good to see Darcy get this far again. It'd be nice. But yeah, we have in our final stage, folks. It is going to be Liam versus Kuosao. I'm going to take just a quick break and refresh my water real quick. So I will chat you all in just 2 minutes, folks, while I finish yapping. I didn't think we'd be finished up so early, but I'll chat you all in about 2 minutes. So grab some water, do what you got to do. Same goes for the players. Catch your breath, get a bite to eat, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. man, they all suck. Oh, hey! What's up? How's it going, guys? Don't mind me, I'm just chilling here. We're just waiting for our players to get in, and then we'll be good to go. This is the thought that counts. That would have been sick. Alright, well, we're waiting on Liam. Funny enough, we're starting this round the exact same way we started the earlier one. So that's pretty good. No, never mind, actually. It was who was up against? Who was it the first round we did with I feel that this was in the pools. Alright, well, that's Kuosao, who's just joined. Yeah, we had one of these matches in the pools. I seen it and I was like, can Kuosao get his vengeance? Can he get it? But it remains to be seen. Also, I'm guessing Liam has been on that war crime the entire time through this tourney. I'm going to make that wild assumption. Yeah, we're just waiting for Liam to get in. H indeed. Only joking. I was very LOLXD of you, well, I have to say. I dare say, my dear. Rather spiffing, even. That build is mean. That is a very mean build, but... So, for the record, I have been keeping an eye on... that particular Ash of War, the sort of light memery, for a while. And considering the nuclear tiers of damage, it's kind of scary, not gonna lie. Especially going pure faith. But I'd be curious what else you could do in it. You could punish it with a Beast Roar. You can, true, but it is worth keeping an eye on, because if they do get it off, it's just you running away until it wears off, right? It's kind of a little bit toxic. But... ladies and gentlemen, you are very welcome in to this, the grand finals, as we have Liam versus Kuosao here, who's gonna be rocking. But Kuosao on the strength build here with that two-handed dueling dagger, man from your own heart. And then, of course, Liam is going to be rocking that Sword of Light with the toggle-coated sword. Very nice, very cool, interesting. I'm excited to see what both of our players are going to do here. This is not the first time they've met today. But, ladies and gents, on a 3, 2, 1. Alley! And the jump comes out there as we do see the attempt to get the headshot. There she blows, but it's not going to hit. As Kuosao, unfortunately, is just going to eat that. L1 to the face. You hate to see it, truly. Tragical gamers. As we do see that roll out now once more. Good aim away there on the side of Liam. And that is going to trade. PSSS being an absolute beat stick here on this latency, as we are going to see Kuosao go for the roll under. Good negative space, unfortunately, is going to trade once more. And he cannot afford to keep taking those trades. He loses them by a fairly wide margin. As that is going to be the goat skin swaddling cloth proc coming through there. As we are going to see these R2s coming through. Into that L1, goes for another one. Uh-oh. Good pre-space out there, comes out from the side of Kuosao, goes for the jump R2. Goes for that CR1 now once more. Into the R2, beautiful punish here from the side of Kuosao. Who gets the anti-air? Oh me, oh my. Uh-oh. We're seeing Liam having to reset here. Kuosao. What? What? What's going on? Feather plus 2. Yeah, he's an honest man. Alright. Fair enough. He actually called it out. I wasn't keeping an eye. That is going to be 0. Bruh, he had the feather plus tier. That's actually really sad. That's so sad. It was such a good match. No, Kiwasao! I actually didn't even look at the tally since the Godskin proc. Let's make it this. Let me change all this nonsense. Semis. There we go. And then it's a best of 5. Cool. Alright. We're ready to go again. Climactic end to that fight. Yeah, unfortunate, but that's just the nature of it. Alright, boys and girls. We have both of our players in. Ready to go. Liam won. Due to shenanigans. Physics have been drunk. Sword of Light doing its thing into those R2s there to try and force the roll. Kiwasao can play this very patient here, tries to go for whiff punish, it's not to be. Good roll out there from Kiwasao once more. As we do see those turnaways here. Kiwasao going to be playing very patiently here. Unfortunately, gauges the spacing just a little bit wrong as he walks into it, but Kiwasao gets that little bit of pressure. Going for those aim downs as well to try and get that extra little bit of range. Not that it's going to be particularly relevant. Into a trade though, and look at that, already evened out. Oh, unfortunately eats that in a trade. Tries to force the roll. Dear sweet mother of divine. Oh, so far. In the favor of Liam. What the hell? Jesus. Jesus. I hate it when they do be eating the crazy amounts of damage. It does be absolutely awful, so it does. Shocking altogether. Never roll gaming. It was. Do you know what the funny part is? It was such a good start to the round as well from the side of Kiwasao there. I think damage multiplier should be limited as much as possible. It's getting a little bit silly. I'll have a look at it though. Oh. Jesus. Jesus. Alright, both players are in. Ladies and gents. Bear, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of my... What the fuck? Alright. 3! That is the wrong one. 3, 2, 1. Alley. There we go. Nicely done. As we have now both players going for their respective bus here. Good runaway there as well. Looking at this here, we do see now the Thunderbolt of Lightning. Very, very frightening. Me coming out here on the side of Kiwasao. That sort of light buff is now utterly terrifying. Going for that now once more. Good rollout. Into the R2, but unfortunately it's not to be. Looking at this here, we do see the turnarounds now once more. Kiwasao's probably going to be looking to... Oh, the interrupt though. Still managed to trade. Kiwasao has a substantial life disadvantage here as we see the rollout once more. The R2s coming out into the L1s. Actually managing to get at the aim down there to get the extra bit of range. Goes for that bit of pressure. That's the tier gone. 1500 to 1000 HP. Liam still, of course, having the tier. Tries to go for the turnaround there now once more, but Liam just a little bit too far away. Trying to bait out that second swing so we can move in for a punish. But will Liam recognize what is going on? What shenanigans is afoot? And change the behaviors to call out the reciprocatory shenanigans on the side of Kiwasao, who's just going to eat that L1. Good rollout though. As we see the toggle. Half hit comes through, but it is going to break. The run R2! Kiwasao going for that, the standing R1s. That is going to be the Sword of Light buff gone, but is it too little too late? Into the backstab on the red feather. There's no tier skip option here. As the R2s come out. It's not over till it's over. We're going to see now Kiwasao play this one cautiously. Wait for that second swing. A little bit of panic rolls here, but I can't say I blame him. Kiwisawa locking the fuck in. Unfortunate attempt to space there. That is going to be Liam in the finals. Kiwisawa still has third place to fight for. GG's. Unfork bestie. Sister Chili. What is up? Blessings of Yoi be upon you this fine day, Chili Nyantalier. May no one pivot cancel upon your world, my child. PSSS goes burr. Alright. Cool beans. Now, Darcy. Darsu? No, Darcy. There we go. It's Darsu, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Bear. There we go. We did it. We figured it out. Okay, let me log that score. A 3-0 sweep in the favour of Liam. Kiwisawa relegated into third place. Alright, it's going to be Darcy versus Liam. Okay. A tier and PSN, by the way. PSSS. Oh, I mean, it's still A tier. I'd consider PSSS to be an A tier setup. It's gone from like maybe the upper parts of A tier. Like, actually, no, it just kind of fell like half. It used to be half. Now it's about just like it's on the cusp of A tier, or it's either very high. It's very high B or low A. Would be how I describe it now. It still has good matchups. It's pretty even. Its matchups are all very even. That's the way that I look at PSSS. We're just waiting on Darcy. It's good. It's good, but it's not top of meta. No, PSSS is so back. That particular version of it sure is. As Bear is looking for his opponent. Yeah, that's the way that I look at it. It's a strong setup, but it's nowhere near the top of the meta now. And the top meta is pretty oppressive. So I don't know. And they're gonna fist bump. They're gonna fist bump. Alright. We got this. As we now take a look at the builds, Darcy on her signature Gug's Shenanigans. The toggler in question. 54 strength, 41 and 60 vigor. Bare Bones rocking that 58 vigor, 53 strength, 44 end on the PSGS. For as we know, folks, a shunter must shunt. As we crack on with the round, best of luck to both of our contestants. Darcy, the lady in blue. Bear. Laid bare as the filthy red he is. The bolt is out. The physics drunk. And both players are going absolute ham. I mean, this here, Darcy's going to wiggle her way forward here, try and force a roll. Bare Bones is, in fact, going to roll. As that jump R1 over the top there, Bare Bones getting caught with Shenanigans! And Shenanigans is afoot. Changing the orientation of those hitboxes is definitely one of Darcy's classics. Tries to go for that roll catch, but it is not to be. As Bare Bones is going to be punished for the quick poke attempt. As Darcy goes in. As it run R2 comes out, Bare Bones taken. A belt to the side of the jaw. Relegated near unconscious. There's here a run attack comes out there. Darcy not electing to free aim at that time, changing up those timings. Trying to play off of the shenanigans. Run R2 comes out. But the JL1 is unfortunately not going to land there for the side of bare bones. It is Elden Ring. There's very few things that are... Ooh, and that free aim there comes out into the R2! Darcy, you creature. That man had a wife and kids. What the fuck? Jesus. It's always nice to see a GUGS player who just doesn't add any interaction, or just even in neutral, just turn into a ball of blending. It's very disorientating. I worry for their health. They might get dizzy and be sick. But no, not Darcy. Darcy just plays around with the orientation of the hitboxes and stuff like that, which is nice. Kind of similar to what I used to do with the CR1s on Halberd, because you can change the timing to get weird roll catches and stuff. The Neko spin tech. And that R2 landing. Vicious. Vicious land there for the side of Darcy. GG's. As we're now going to crack on. In a 3, 2, 1. LA. Look at this. Here we are going to see Darcy continuing the wobbles. Going for that attempt at a trade there is the side of bare bones to get those interrupts, but alas it is not to be, as the GUGS is going to go a little bit flat. Good rolls though come out from the side of Darce. Possibly low on stam there. Into the standing R1 to follow up. Good roll now from Darcy now once more. Looking at this, we're in neutral now once more. The R2 lands into a belt to the side of the jaw with the off Danes. Tries to go for the roll catch, but it is not, unfortunately, to be. Into that beautiful trade now once more. The free aims, trying to get those catches in. As we see a toggle there come out now from the side of Darcy. As we are going to wobble. Tries to go for a trade again, but alas, not to be. Tries to go for the face tank there into some shenanigans. The sweep. Run R1 comes through there, standing R1. Bear going for a bit of pressure, managing to get that hit. The panic rolls, I feel it in my soul. But the wobbles. Into the standing R1. As she has unfortunately taken a bit of a wobble there. Ouch. Bear locking in. Recognizing the pattern recognizer. As that is going to be a 1-1 in our first 2-3. Nicely done. I think once Bear got kind of found the spacing there, he was able to actually get some decent hits in. Ooh, half hit there. Looking at that there. Good roll discipline coming out on the side of Bear, but that JL1 is just so vicious. Tried to go for the aim up. It was a worthy attempt. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, round 3. Ale. The bolt out. Tier Skipu. As is important. As we are going to see the honest dual shunter. Going for that nice bit of a punish there is Darcy managing to nip him in the heels there once more. 1700 to 2400. Run R2 actually landing again. Tries to go for the face tank. Standing R1 there comes out. But when the armor is hyper. Lightning not striking twice there. And this is the switch over to one hand just to get that extra little bit of range. But Darcy going to be interrupted. Caught on the attempt to jump out. Managing to catch Bear. Catching him again. Into the Danes getting the anti-air. Into the CR1 one-handed. Into the run R2. The schmixer. My man got put into the schmix. And you know what happened when he got put into the schmix? Chat. Ladies and gentlemen. My man was schmixed. Jesus. What a beautiful interaction there at the end. Holy sheesh. Sheesh. Yeah, I managed to get the catch there. Managing to get another one there. Possibly caught in talismans. Switching over to the one hand to get the extra range. And then immediately coming in, recognizing he's probably going to try and go for some high damage to fuck her up. And she just goes, yeah. We're having none of that. Unfork bestie. Either way, ladies and gents, Darcy, the lady in blue, with a 2. With a score of 2. On match point. Did I? Okay. Okay, whatever. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, on 3, 2, 1, allay. As we see both of our players going for that, we are going to see the switch over to Haldag. Maybe try and play that slightly better neutral game. Play off of the Gugs. Running R1 is not going to hit. Barebones going for the standing R1 there. Wanting to take the stab at Liam in those finals. Darcy goes for a running attack there. Thinks better of a jump attack over the top there. Late attempt to go for the catch. Almost managing to get that roll catch in the dagger there to try and respond. Going to be a hard time here for Darcy. If Barebones remember that the halberd button isn't real. Oh, but the jump over the top there. Into that R2. Goes for a running attack there. It's not to be. 1300 to 2600. Barebones I don't think has been hit yet. Crouch attacks coming through. Into the block. Unfortunately just too far away. Run R2. Not to be though. Barebones has learned that Gugs is in fact reactable. Run R2 comes through from the side of Darce. Good turnaround there from the side of Bear. Jump R2! Almost landing the off dagger there. Has been clipped a little bit though. Managing to get that first hit there for Darcy. Can she shift the momentum? Oh me, oh my. Tries to get that catch there. The Danes. Into the trade, but Darcy's very, very low. Almost managing to get the timing right on that. Almost getting the punish on the dagger, but the knives are out. And that is going to force a 2-2. It is 1-1 forever, guys. Sorry. There we go. There's a 1-2. There's a 2-2. It's unreactable. I refuse to believe otherwise. I'm stuck in the past. I still remember old Gugs, man. That has left a resounding impact on me. I think I used to run Kiba Turtle into it because I was so terrified of having to reaction roll. Because a 4-shot vortex was very funny. Alright. GG's. Both of our players are in for the match point. The last of our semi-final matches. Ladies and gents, let's switch over onto the two-handed bird. Oh me, oh my. Ladies and gents. 3, 2, 1. Allez! Darcy on the vertical halberd. The battle of the birds. Into a run attack there, into a CR1. Standing R1 there to call out a potential jump. Jump R1 comes out. Darcy trying to go for the whiff punish there, but it's not to be. Bear chilling out in neutral here. As we see Darcy elect to go back onto the Gugs now once more. But unfortunately Bear is nowhere to be found. He's gone. Empty jump. The jump over the jump attack. Into a CR1. The wall bounce. Saving Bear from a considerable amount of damage there. Into the anti-air, bear! What? What? Where's the darkness? What? She is in fact cooking, folks. We have established this. See, R1 comes out here. Run R2 comes out. Trying to bait in the pressure. Barebones gets hit into the off Danes. Into the one-handed Gugs. But that jump R2 is going to connect. Empty jump there. The anti-air into the block. Darcy has to be careful here. Barebones electing to go back into neutral here. Into the run R2! The Danes. And the dagger. Is this it for Barebones? Is he relegated to bronze? Or will he manage to come back? Leveraging the low recovery. Into the standing R1. The run R2. Can he bring it back though? Good roll comes out now from the side of Darcy. It is not over till it's over. Darcy's tear is gone into the run R1. Into the scream, and I'm sorry for the gun kill. Jeez. Darcy's scout is in the finals. Oh me, oh my. And she is very sorry for the gun kill, I'm sure. F's in chat now. Did I miss it? Did I miss it? We actually didn't miss it. I'm crazy. Stuck in the corner. Back against the wall. And then she let out a rebel yell. And it was all laid bare. Unfork bestie. Now it is time for the bronze match. What is Liam using? Insanely powerful, very scary, very funny codeds. But the matches that I've seen so far have been on very high latency. Were you gonna full armor if you landed the parry? He might have. He might have. That would be a tourney first, I think. I don't think anyone's ever done it. Ash. Who's the other person? BRB gonna shower? This match should take like 20 minutes maybe. Liam. Alright, Bear and Kuisao. Now we're just having to wait for... Bro is showering. He's not a real Elden Ring player. We all must be basement dwelling. Never showers. Real and true. It's part of the agreement. So Bear was 2. Darcy was 3. Down to the wire on that one. Jesus. Y'all can't be doing this to me. And it's decent cryo then versus Barebones. Excellent. Hall dagger into TS. Okay. Bittersweet that last match. Wish it was a first to 5. It'll be the... I don't do first to 5s anymore for my tourneys. It's all best of 7s or for the finals. ER player showering inconceivable, and people ask why ER tourneys take forever. No, this is pretty good. What are we on? Yeah, it's a 2-hour-long tourney. I try to make sure that my tournaments are formatted so they don't take for fucking ever. Anyway, these are the builds. You can take note. Is there like 2 days? We can do that. If we can get the players to actually sign up for it, we could do like multi-day events and stuff like that. The player base is way too small. My weeklies are open. Skull emoji. No, Darcy, they're pretty bad. The last PSN tourney went on for like 6+ hours. It's pretty bad. There's a reason I don't sign up for many of them. I actually value my fucking time. I will never complain about a rule set. I'll never complain about any of that stuff, but when shit takes that long to do, that genuinely upsets me. Half that was Whitnick versus Omega. That wasn't even the most recent one. No, I don't like the 6-hour tourneys. I think that there's better formats that suit how broken 2 minute. Don't even fuck. Oh my fucking god. What tournament was it that I casted with Knight where I was trying desperately not to call From Software very mean words for their gross fucking incompetence? Anyway. We are looking at the builds. Sorry, I'm getting post from PTS fucking D from that horse shit. Jesus, fuck you, Bron. Fuck you. Either way, 36 end, 60 strength on the side of Kwisao. Voices. Bare Bones, who is bare-chested apparently. No, wait, never mind. 34 endurance, 59 arcane. We're on the arcane. Let us... I felt a bit of a TS word at the top of your tongue. You have no idea. There would have been gamer words. I was that fucking mad. I swear to Christ. Anyway! That is the past. We look now onto the future. Bare Bones on the Claymore. With the Magoosh. In blue. Ladies and gents, on a 3, on a 2, on a 1. Allez! Looking at this here. Look at this, a rollout comes out. Kwisao is going to be playing this very carefully into that hyper armor. But Bare Bones just has some really nice schmoves on him. There's a run attack comes through there. Both sides relatively even within about 30 HP of each other. So the trades might not actually be worth all that much. A run R1 comes out into a follow-up R1. Into the full R1 chain. Tries to go for the R2, but it's not to be. Did eat the bolus here, which is pretty brave of him, as that run attack is going to come through. Actually strafing it, but Kwisao getting clipped. Far from being shipped, though. As we do see another bolus being consumed for free. Bear going to have to be up on that aggression, as we do see the whiff punish being restored. One standing R1 at a time into the tier break there. Kwisao rolling the bleed proc huge into a run R1 that comes out there from the side of Bare Bones. 1500 HP to 1000. But Kwisao still has tier. Good turnarounds coming out now from the side of Kwisao. Tries to go for the backstab into the R2 though. Nice stuff there from the side of Bare Bones. That jump R2 that comes out there, managing to get the poise break into an R2, into another R2. The goat skin swaddling cloth coming in clutch. With Nick Tally going hard. As you see now, another rollout. Into a standing R1, into the follow-up R1. Into the turnarounds, getting that nice little bit of damage. But Bare Bones having all laid bare. I'm so fucking funny, please clap. As that is all she wrote for that first stock. Kwisao taking the first round pretty resoundedly. Resoundedly? Resoundedly? Words are hard. Versus Moon, Axe, Starfists. Mage not. I think most of the mages in the community did a little at that point, Chile. Whenever they see one of their own in bracket, it gets kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of a little bit, I feel like I'm watching something I really shouldn't. Oh, you figured it out. I'm proud of you, love. Well done. Well done. All right. Well, both of our players are back in position. Ladies and gents, in a 3, in a 2, in a 1. There he goes. Yeah, there you can just go. Go, it's fine. It's all good. Uh-oh. What? Okay, Chili. Dear God. Anyway, moving swiftly on. The R2s, the standing R1s come out. Oh my God, that stab. Standing R1 comes out. There's the wake up. But my man thinks he's Marcaveso. He is not Marcaveso, but it did. The follow-up did in fact land. Barebones there with the off dag, doing its wicked work. Unfortunately. Oh my God, that bleed proc. Pop goes the frickin' balloon. As that is going to be the tier gone now for, I believe, both players. 600 HP to 1000. Kiwasao managing to get his bearing here. Good rollout. 200 HP between them. Into that turnaround R2. Now they're within a hair's breadth of each other. Into the spin slash R2. Follow up R2 then to follow up. Funny enough, that's how that works. Good one. As the R2s come out into the standing R1 from the side of Barebones. That is going to be Kiwasao taking yet another stock. And the honor bows. Honorable Chunguses. Every single one of them. Beautiful display. As Kiwasao is now on match point. With a 2-0. A lead against Barebones. But will we see the Barebones lock in? Will his dabbling in the arcane summon the demonic? Will he reach the other side? Will the Ouija board tell him when to roll? It will remain to be seen as we move on with this, what could be the last stock. Ladies and gentlemen, both players are in, ready to go. And on a 3, on a 2, on a 1, Allez! In this bronze match. Kiwasao doing a decent job here, keeping that long neutral, being careful of that halberd. But the spin slash is going to hit from Kilo. That follow-up R2 goes for another one. The wall bounce! Huge. But these R2s are absolutely vicious here on the side of Kiwasao. Goes for the interrupt. It is going to trade. But with the life advantage in his favor, I don't think Kiwasao is necessarily going to mind too much. Running R1, managing to get that. That is going to be a nice little bit of damage. As we see a strafe on the dagger. Kiwasao's going to have to be careful here. That bleed build-up is going to be pretty nasty. Into pop goes the balloon, but 189 HP left for Bear. Kiwasao resetting into neutral. He just needs one more trade to take it home. Jump R1 comes out over the top, but it's not going to land. Bear manages to be clipped. He's still alive by hair's breadth into the run R1 to finish us out. And that is going to be Kiwasao taking that W. Barebones' plans laid to waste. A tragedy laid bare before us all. I'm running out of ways to make that joke, but we'll figure it out. Into another little bit of damage. Pop goes the balloon. Beautiful stuff here. But with that life deficit, he has to rely on a tier skip, which I'm not sure he'd be able to do without a bunch of ghost hits here. And that is the bronze match done. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our finals. As I try and find desperately the thing. Here we go. I figured it out. Very, very nicely done here from the side of both. And now it's time for the finals. The grand finals of this. Another excellent tourney with some magnificent play for everyone. Darcy. Voices. Liam. Possibly with 2 M's. Let's hope it doesn't go south for him. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! I'm not even sure if many people will get that joke. Now that I think about it. Never mind. Fuck this. Nicely done. Nicely done. Alright. Darcy. Liam. There we go. Also, why are there people exposing other people on ApeCord these days? What the fuck is going on? I'm in a state of confusion, False. What happened? I don't know. I've just seen walls of someone saying Studer of Sky is garbage or some shit. I have no idea. I'm not in PSN Cord. Like Seal Cord? Are you not there anymore? You should be. False. Lawn. Did you leave? Oh, you did. Interesting. From at the game. That is true. There's a lot of ats in that Discord. And you're on PC now, aren't you? Be good to see you in bracket at some point when you do make the skedaddling back. Yeah, I should. Nice. That'll be good to see you back, Duder. Alright, we're just waiting on Darce. Also, I'm sitting in complete fucking darkness right now. Hang on a second. Just the warm glow of the monitor. Oh, Jesus. Oh, good God. Ugh. I just got swamped. Yeah, it happens. But you shouldn't take a break from the ban off rack suggestion. I think you should not take that. I think you should stay permanently in that thread, personally. I think it's really fucking funny. I log back in and there's another fucking post in there and I'm like, why? Ah, very funny. Very fucking funny. Go to yap. I will continue yapping in that thread. I will have the last word on off rack, which is legal in this rule set, by the way. But then again, so is like a bunch of other stuff. Oh, the fist bumpers. The fist bumpers of Elden Ring. Alright, there we go. What is he doing? Okay, that's epic. Alright, let's have a look at the builds. No one ran off stock. Pancake did, and did pretty okay with it. Off stock, Sword of Night, or whatever the fuck it's called. Either way, here's the build. It's the funny katana. It's vigor of 60, endurance of 30, and 59 faith on the side of Liam. Darcy, 60 vig, 54 strength. Shenanigans, tomfoolery, all around, folks. As we are ready to crack on with this, the grand finals, a first to 4. Both players set, and Bare Bones, I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. Alright. Who's in what spot? Yeah, there we go. We fixed it. That was supposed to be dramatic and cool, and you've ruined it. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? Alright. Now, there we go. You're still in world, I think. Thank you. I love you. Mwah. Alright. Both players are in. Ladies and gents. 3, 2, 1, go. LA. As we are going to see the screams coming out, managing to get the interrupt, but the buff is still up as Darcy is screaming rather loudly. But we get to see the piss into Gugs on this, what I would only describe as a fairly reasonable latency between both of these two players. The run R2 comes out, neither not able to get that hit. As we do see the roll in, not catching from Kilo there with that JL1. We're going to have to be very, very careful here with those attacks because it is going to be pretty punishable on this latency. Into the standing R1 there, tries to go for the free aim, but it is not to be. Stagger steps coming out now. Tries to go for that hit there as the side of Darcy, but unfortunately the piss is too strong. As we do see now the double greasing coming on now. Into the screen, getting the anti-air, but it's going to be a little bit of a trade. Run R2 comes out now from Darce, trying to get those interrupts on the potential airs. Bit of a half hit there into the standing R1, which is going to be interrupted by the JL1. Hyper Armor Frame's not coming out early! But the hitbox, you live by it, you die by it. As that is going to be Liam taking the first stock. GG. GG. There we go. Let's take a peek once more. Nito Dorito. Super, anything with no recovery is bad for Uggs to fight. Piss you can kind of punish, but I don't know on Gugs. Half the game as well has 0 recovery, so... Like, we've seen Gugs into off-dag, which is pain and suffering, but it's still doable if you read correctly. But, as we all know, Souls players are illiterate, so we'll just have to see what happens. But either way, we have both of our players in. Does the swap over to Clay? I think. 3, 2, 1. LA. Into that punish, managing to actually get a fairly solid amount of damage there. Standing R1, or running R1, sorry, there on the side of Darcy. Still with a bit of a steep hill to climb here, as that pivot is going to potentially cost her an awful lot of damage, but it didn't go through. CR1 there is not going to hit into a running attack now once more. Run R2 there just to try and get that extra little bit of damage, but it is not to be. The spacer to that CR1 managing to get that interrupt. The anti-airs are going to be real tasty here, especially with Liam's proclivity to press the jump button. Into standing. It's the R2 actually there, which is a curiosity there on the side of Darcy. But unfortunately just strayed a little bit too close into the piss. The streams have been crossed as that CR1 is going to come out. Uh-oh. Turn around there. Into just a little bit there on the back. Wang. Darcy going for the jump out there, but unfortunately Liam is there waiting. Jump R1 comes out here. Darcy resetting into neutral, not trusting to re-engage into the power stance. Straight swords. Of course, little priority machines that they are into a trade. Into a CR1 now once more. Tries to go for that, but the range is just not quite right. The pivot almost costing her dearly there. Into another trade. Had the opportunity to try and even that one out, but alas, that's going to be 2-0 in the favour of Liam thus far. GG. Nicely done, nicely done. Liam 2-0 in favour of Darcy. Yeah, trying to being on the trade-centric setup into this, even on this lower latency where the PSSS is not guaranteed to trade, it's going to be pretty hard because you don't have that scary amount of Phantom to kind of leverage. KGS off dag might work, but I'm not sure. Or even... Oh! The counter picker in question. Interdasting. Okay, okay. This is an I don't know why my voice cracked there. Oh dear. This is an interesting matchup because the super armor here means that Darcy can still trade with impunity, but keep in mind that the sheer damage that Liam's able to output here is absolutely nuts. So, as we're going to have the big EPs into a run R1. Tries to go for that R2, but alas, it's not to be into a standing R1, into another follow-up R1. Rolled the second one. But we are going to see the two-handed lance come out from the side of Liam. As Darcy's going to swap back over onto the clay. Jump out or over the top now once more. Into that R2, but look at that. Able to just roll right through it is the side of Liam. As we see the swap back over onto the side, but not to breathe the sigh of relief, as that is going to be the FP drain. That's huge. Into the CR1, standing R1 mix. Very standard stuff with the hitbox. Into the R2, into the standing R1. Into another standing R1. Liam's on the ropes, but that JR1 from Kilo is pretty dangerous. Into the anti-air. Into the turnaround to get it right there. Uh-oh. Darcy. Raging that her precious Gugs has been taken away from her. But we can all breathe a sigh of relief to know that she's not lost without it entirely. Alright, that's a mini Kush tier fucking joke. I'm sorry, that was fucking bad. Jesus, that hurt. Interesting. I actually like, as a general thought, I actually do quite like how Scythe functions. What's the restrictions in this? No DLC greases or clean rot. Yeah, clean rot is gone. With the power level of the rule set, I might reintroduce greases into the mix. We'll see. I might do. We will see. Yeah, you can use Sacred Blade. Again, because it's weeklies, I just get to experiment with shit, pretty much. So, how will this look? And the results are either utterly horrifying or really good, depending on what people bring. Because I think the hyper armor setups as a general rule on this rule set are actually pretty buffed. But either way, we have both of our players in. We have both of them in, ladies and gentlemen. The Swappa. Darcy picking a new setup. Liam changing over to something. But, ladies and gents, with 3, 2, 1, allay! As we have a nice punish there. The buff has gone through though. As we now see the immediate swap over onto side runner R1 comes out now from the side of Darcy. Good turnarounds though. Into that delayed R2, but looking at the turnarounds here from Darcy. Managing to get the anti-air and punish the late press there from the side of Liam. Into the standing R1. Goes for the CR1 mix, but Liam is going to be whiff punished into another standing R1. Good rollout there. Comes out now from the side of Darcy. Possibly a frame drop comes through there. A bit too far away for that punish. Very close though. As we do see that bleed build up actually be concerning. Liam here is another run R1. The charged R2 comes out into the anti-air. Liam is absolutely struggling here into this side. And there we have it. The swap over onto the TS. Gone onto that Sacred Blade thrusting sword, which is quite lethal to another standing R1. Darcy's taking her a little bit of damage now. Did not play into the win con that she does have here, which is rough to a standing R1. Good rolling attack there, but Darcy's going to try and mix it. Into spinning weapon. That's what you want to do against that TS on a bad matchup. You wait for those run R2s, you go in for that punish. As we see! Into that cancel to get out of it as well. Beautiful stuff here from Darcy. Really nice tech. Into the block! There's no shot. There's no shot! Oh my god, that was a tier skip, right? Holy! Check the rules. I think so. Just don't take too long. Let me just double check, because I did change it at some point. I can't remember if I... Here, I probably got that score in that last match wrong. Holy... Let me just check. Yeah, it's allowed. Yeah, I buffing before the round started. Yeah, you can change builds. Though I think he's staying on it though. No way, build swapping is legal. Yeah, build swapping is legal. It has been on my rule set for a while. Control 4. Allez! And good punish down once again to start off the match. Managing to get a little bit of damage in there. To the standing R1, but unfortunately it's not going to land there. Darcy taking that R2, run R2, which is actually a nice tech here into the side. See R1 comes out, standing R1. Another CR1. Into another CR, into the other standing R1 there to try and get that hit in. Getting the anti-air. Not quite sure what that was. Another CR1. Managing to catch it. There we go. Managing to get him in the schmicks. The thrusting sword is out, but will he actually be able to do it? Run R1 comes out there. Darcy's taking a lot of damage for that, though. Good turnarounds, though. Wanting to be pretty careful here. Managing to get the roll catch! Spinning weapon too slow. Into a trade! Uh-oh. Tied match. Just let them know that is a reset. You can take a look at that one now once more. 10-hour tourney if people actually take advantage of it. Keep in mind this tourney is like, what, like 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes? I'm okay with there being a little bit more time. And if people do abuse it and it becomes an issue, then I'm perfectly happy with whatever. It's been allowed in my rule set forever. I think I changed it at one point, but if it becomes a problem, we deal with the problem. Either way, both players are in. From 3, 2, 1. Allez! As we are going to see that immediate attempt to punish here. Managing to get the interrupt, but the buff has still gone through. Oh, but the Sacred Blade thrusting sword is out. Run R2 comes out there from the side of Darcy. Standing R1 there just to try and get that hit. Unfortunately, the spacing not quite right. Very nice tech there to use that spinning weapon to get aggression. Standing R1 tries to go for that free aim, but alas, it's not to be. Goes for it now once more. Into the follow-up. Trade. Managing to get a little bit of poised chip as well. Not that I actually believe it's in any way relevant here. As the swap back over onto the side comes out. Funny hitbox manipulation there led to a little bit of a ghost hit. Both sides are very low here, but Liam does have life advantage. Oh, and unfortunately that is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, GG's. And there we have it. Look at that. Well played to both. Well played, everyone. A phenomenal tourney. I definitely enjoyed it this week. It was really, really nice to see people. Good to see Darcy getting that second place. Yeah, that thrusting sword is nasty. Very, very good showing, though. Darcy holding her own there. Ah, a really good showing. Yeah, and pretty much the same stuff. I was expecting a bunch of like really jank stuff to come out this week, but thankfully enough we avoided some of the worst atrocities that could have happened. But yeah, good tournament. Well played to Liam, to Darcy, and to Kiwasao. Well played, everyone. And to everyone else, Conquer. Who else? That bare bones shitter, I guess. Well done to you too, I suppose. Maybe. You know, listen, we can give him a GG's if you want. And who else is there? Who did I miss? Donut, Garant, Kiwasao. To Black Flame Paladin, who had a very unfortunate, just poor luck of always having a buy round. Conquer, Pancake, Silver for Hire, Bare Bones, Kampfspiel. Everyone, GG's, GG's. I'm in stream raid. You're gonna end your stream, are you? Just yeah, I'll send everyone there. That sounds good. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye. It's been good, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I'll be back next week with a more sensible rule set. Trust. Take care, everyone, and again, big congrats to our winners. Love you all. Take care, as I make uncomfortable degrees of eye contact with you, who I hope that you enjoyed yourself. That's what I'm saying here. This feels really weird. I'm gonna stop now. All right, bye.